Jamie McMurray is the most recent winner on NASCAR's Sprint Cup Series, but he is also out of a job at the end of the year. He's one of a few guys who have won at NASCAR's two biggest tracks, and he's proven he can beat the best.
Jamie McMurray, a 26-year-old rookie from Joplin, Missouri, tries to pick up his first NASCAR Winston Cup win in only his second start. Driving the car that Sterling Marlin used to lead the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship for most of the season. Marlin, the Nashville, Tennessee area veteran, injured in a hard crash at Kansas a couple of weeks ago, out for the season. McMurray took over the ride to get a little head start on his rookie training, and he could wind up with a victory today. Will McMurray make one mistake in traffic that costs him the race? Can the 2000 champion pounce and take advantage? Jamie McMurray trying to pull off the upset. Labonte's going to have to make a desperate move here. He rides into the corner deep. He'll do it. 26-year-old Jamie McMurray pulls off the victory in just his second NASCAR Winston Cup start. Unbelievable.
Waited a long time for this. I've got to thank everybody that got Jamie to where he's at, because Chip Ganassi gave him a great opportunity, and what an outfit they got.
The upset special of the year.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
What a great finish this is going to be in the Pepsi 400. McMurray trying to win his first race in 5 years. Kyle Busch trying to win his second in 1 day.
But Jamie McMurray, right there, nobody giving an inch. Wheel to wheel the final time off turn number 4.
After 400 miles, it's going to be decided by inches. Here they come. They're crashing in the back of the pack. At the line, Jamie McMurray by inches wins it. McMurray by 5/1000ths of a second wins the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. McMurray getting into the side of Kyle Busch, makes the move as several other cars crash. Coming off turn 4, McMurray is going to win the Pepsi 400.
What a finish, what a run for Jamie McMurray. The celebration is on.
Man, baby, what a man! Great job, guys!
Well, Jamie McMurray, some exciting footage there for you. Telling a funny story, watching that footage from Daytona, he said you asked your crew chief coming off turn 4, how many laps left? He said, this is it, man, you got to get it done.
Yeah, I asked Larry when we came off, actually off turn 2, I was like, how many laps do we have left? I was trying to be calm, and there was like a pause, and Larry's like, bud, this is it. He's like, the next one to the start-finish line wins. So that's so exciting to run well at plate races. And you just never know how they're going to turn out, and certainly if the caution hadn't come out last weekend, you never know what would have happened. But fortunately for our team, it did.
You know, and a lot of talk about your plans, you know, for next year. We keep talking about it more and more. And I know you said earlier this week that the wind didn't really affect or won't really affect what your plans are for 2010, but it can hurt. But at this point in time, anything you can tell us about next year?
No, not really any updates. Hopefully sometime around Phoenix we'll be able to say what we're going to do. But until then, it's just the same.
So you don't think that win last weekend add another comma to the contract, or no?
Well, I don't know about that, but certainly it didn't. I don't think it's going to change the outcome of where I'm going to end up at next season. But it certainly was good for this team and for Irwin and Crown Royal to get to victory lane. And I joked around with Eric Peagham from Irwin. I said, we need to run that Marathon Blades car every weekend. They put the flames on it, and it seems like every time we run it, we win. So that car's had a lot of luck.
Well, that's the good news. The bad news is you're only as good as your last race, which is coming up here at Texas. But this is a good track for you. How's your car?
Well, we ran third here, last fall, and had.
Yeah, I autographed your car for you.
Right, you did, didn't you? Yeah, you might have been my lucky charm at that point. And our car in the spring was actually really good. We broke an input shaft, the first one of 2 this year, in the transmission. And so we had a good car, and then Kenseth ran really well at Charlotte, and we actually started with a setup very close to Matt's setup from Charlotte. And our car's been good. It probably hasn't been as good as what it needs to be, but the fact that the sun is not out today and then we're going to race into the night, the track is going to change quite a bit, and hopefully Donnie and Derek can just make the right adjustments and keep up front.
And I want to go to Kenny Wallace on the set to get his input. Jamie McMurray, a big win for him, career win number 3. How do you think that'll help Jamie as he sorts out his plans for next year, Kenny?
Well, I have always thought Jamie McMurray is a good race car driver. But, I can do a better job acting, okay? And so I'm going to act for you. First of all, do you know what a turncoat is? Here's a turncoat. Well, I don't really like you very much because, you don't win a lot. Oh, Jamie, you just won the race. I really like you. Yeah, Jamie, you just won a race. Now we're going to hire you. That's a turncoat. In other words, You know, it's sad, but it's true, race fans. You know, he's won 3 Cup races. No, he's not Tony Stewart. No, he's not Jeff Gordon. But race fans, how can all 43 cars tie? 43 cars cannot tie. So this is a good race car driver who deserves a ride. And when he won the race, there's all this euphoria. Oh, the win will get him a new ride. That's stupid.
Well, it's such a what have you done for me lately thing going on in sports across the board right now.
Isn't that sad, though? Because
it is.
The kid's a good driver, Spence.
Well, it is. And he needed that win last week because he's had a terrible year, and you know, he's just been faltering all the time lately. And you know, naturally, Roush closes the deal down on him. So he's outside looking in. So that win definitely puts him at the top of the list of guys looking for a ride. No question, did not hurt him a bit.
Yep, didn't hurt him, and a win always helps the morale around the shop as well, and hopefully they can go out there and get it accomplished again this week.